I don't know. Is something retrograding? I don't know. But I'm sorry about that. Connection issues. So I'm going to go right back into what I was doing, which is I was reading for Malia. Well, I'm going to give you guys a sec to get in here. So I'll continue with this in just a moment. In just a moment. Guys. Hello. What is up these days? I'm telling you guys, I don't even know what's going on. This is like the third time out of 5 times that my broadcast has just cut off in the middle. And this is not just me, it's happened to a few people. It's me, no, I just had to start a new broadcast. It literally just, bam, gone. So I was reading for Malia, which I'll continue doing. And I'm sorry about that, guys. So what I was saying for Malia is there's this death energy that's definitely here. So but remember, the death energy, Malia, this is his energy toward the situation. So it's like he wants to bring changes, right? It's so it's kind of tower like, but it's like he's thinking of ways to get back to communicate, to bring this Knight of Swords in, and he's trying to think of the way to land the energy the best. So that's determined, right? That's determined. It's major arcana. That's not the universe. That's determined. And then also foundational, the Chariot, another energy of wanting to move forward. And this is a lot more emotional. This is like what's more in the heart space. This is like the mind and the heart, right? They're both majors, and they're both trying to move in and bring changes. Okay, behind the Chariot is the Ion. So yeah, guys, sorry about that. Hopefully everyone will find their way in here before I get to them. But I think that's really beautiful. So I would say very similar energy to before, Malia, to the last time we talked. Only this time it's a lot more determined, but also very wounded. He's got the 9 of Wands here. That's the wounded warrior. That's a person who feels like they just don't know how they're going to do it. But even though he feels that way, the determination is there to make something happen. So I like the energy. I do think you know how to handle this. I mean, twin souls are goofy, right? If they weren't, we wouldn't be them. We wouldn't be twin souls because we're goofy, but they're goofy relationships. They're goofy situations, and so, but yeah, there's a lot of determination. Maybe not as much compassion as I would like to see from someone in this situation, but a lot of determination to change a situation and to bring forward movement. And so I won't be surprised to see much more 3D stuff happening anytime. And I definitely, again, hold your center, hold your center and detach, because you know what that's like. Okay. So yeah. All right. So is Maria here? I don't know if Maria came in or not. Maria, are you here? I haven't seen Maria come in yet, so I'm going to hold hers and move to Valerie. I think Valerie did come in. Valerie, why don't you go ahead and put your question up, Valerie, and then I'll do Maria when she gets here. Oh, there she is. No specific question, just want to know what message the cards have for me in regards to love life. Okay. Thanks, Maria. I didn't think you were in here yet. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with the connectivity issues lately, but hopefully you guys are all smart enough to find your way in here eventually, and we'll work it on out. Messages for Maria regarding love and life at this time. What does she most need to know? Love and life for Maria. Wow, okay. I like this. Maria, you are one of those people that, I think we all are kind of moving toward that Lionsgate portal in a big way, but you're one of the ones that it's specifically noticeable in the cards. You've got the Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands here. You're ready for something new in love, in life, and the Hierophant is stepping in to say it's all coming, and it's all sort of guided by the Spirit. Stay in you're in the Queen of Cups energy. Stay in that energy. That means you're ready to receive love. I want you to do the I am statements. Once in a while, I tell people to do this, and I want you to do this. I am prepared. I am receptive. I am ready. I am open to what the universe has in store for me. Say that out loud a lot right now, okay? You want to embrace that energy of being open to the flow of the universe and open to whatever the universe has for you. Because you do have the Eight of Swords here, and that makes me wonder if maybe you're a little bit closed off. Even though you know what you desire, you may be a little bit closed off because you have a specific person here with the Six of Cups, someone either from your past, this lifetime, or someone from a past life that you may not have met yet this lifetime that's coming in that is, you have some work to do together, and it's going to feel really good. I mean, Six of Cups relationships usually do feel good, but there's bad feelings also attached to that sometimes. So there may be some resistance to something that's going to come in, like a lesson or an experience. Maybe a part of you doesn't think you're ready for it. Really embrace that destiny energy, that fated energy, because when I see the Hierophant here, that's Taurus energy. If we want to talk about signs, it's Taurus. It's tenacious energy. I'm not going to say stubborn. I'm going to say tenacious. Okay, it's tenacious energy. This energy does not quit or give up, but to really allow whatever this Hierophant is representing for you to come in, you're in the right mindset and heart space with the Queen of Cups, but I want to make sure you're receptive to it, because this makes me wonder if maybe you're a little bit unclear as to what you like. This is like, I think I want this. I know I'm ready for a relationship, but when the person says, okay, well, can we move in together? Like, oh, whoa, slow down. It's kind of that, like, I think I'm ready until somebody offers it to me. Then am I ready? I don't know. And I've spent a lot of my life like that. Like, I think I want this, but do I want this? You know, and so when my twin soul came in, we experienced a lot of that, you know, with each other, both of us doing that. Like, and it gets very frustrating, and it mirrors your own energy, and it shows you a lot about yourself. So don't do that, because you do want this, or it wouldn't be coming in. You do want this, or you wouldn't have the Ace of Wands here saying, yes, my soul is ready. You're ready. But speak that. We have our words have power. The tongue has power, right? It really does. I mean, that's something. I'm not a big follower of people who practice who slap Bibles and yell things from the Bible that much, but I'll tell you, a lot of stuff in the Bible is really valuable and true. And one of those things is where I think Jesus said that the tongue has the power to create life and death, and that's so true. Like, you can speak life and death to things, and I really want you to speak life to whatever this energy is that's trying to come in for you, that you really are ready for with the Queen of Cups, but that you have a little bit of resistance to, because it's something that has to do with past life karma, or this lifetime past experiences and wounds that need to come up to be healed. So it's time to deal with these things. It's time to let this love in, and it's ready. So it's really up to you. But like I said, with these cards, I do feel very strongly the Lionsgate portal plays into this really big. Okay, especially with the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant coming out right there. I think it's you're building toward the Lionsgate portal. And so you're probably going to see new love come in right around August 8th, the week before, the week after, the day of, that type of thing. Okay, so look for that. Okay. Good. Okay, so next is Valerie. Mrs. Valerie. I think everyone found their way over here, thankfully. That was so crazy. Yeah, I remember when you did a reading with Jai and me Saturday night, and you kind of had some off stuff going on. Let's see if that is what it is. Show me what's going on with the Aries in Valerie's life. You know, we have the Temperance card and the Four of Wands when I cut the deck. Temperance. So those two coming out together but opposing each other says to me that there's something going on right now while you two are leading separate lives where there's specific experiences you're both going through separately that are connected to an ascension or a possible reconnecting down the road. So that's one thing going on. I don't know what that was that just came out. Yeah, very similar stuff to what Malia is going through. This person's wanting to come in, but they're wanting to kind of charge in. They've got some, well, what's interesting, Valerie? You both have some opposing energy, like dueling and opposing energies. On the one hand, you've got the Queen of Cups, but you're also coming out as Princess of Wands. and we'll talk about that. On the other hand, they've got the Knight of Swords, but they've also got the Prince of Swords. These both swords energy, but very different, and I'll explain that in a minute, because one's taking action and the other one just wants to watch. But they're both a bad attitude. Both of them are kind of feeling like a bad attitude. Not always is that the case for those cards, but a lot of times, and in this, it feels like they both are. The Magus is coming in, crowning you. So this is the Magician card. It's really important right now, especially with when I cut and I was getting the Temperance card and now the Magician card. It's really important for you to recognize that everything is working in your favor. And I know I keep reminding you of that. I feel like Jai and I were both kind of reminding you of that recently, but everything really is working in your favor, even when it doesn't feel like it. And the Magician card, or the Magus, is such a great confirmation of that, because the Magus is the beginning, right? It's the first steps into that Fool's journey. And it's sort of the reason that the Fool comes out before the Magus, and the Fool is just jumping off the cliff with nothing, and then the Magus has got all the tools there, all the elements are represented, is because it's saying you're equipped, like you've been trained, like you're not just jumping off that cliff now. You've now landed in the place that you've gone to. You're now a starseed hitting Earth in human form, and you're now capable, if you can find your way, of doing and getting whatever it is you came to do and get. You've got the Moon card here in the Foundation, though. So a lot of the reason that you're feeling sort of like crappy and is because a lot of the things that are trying to manifest for you haven't even been spoken. They haven't been spoken. They don't exist in your 3D world. They're all hidden. They're desires of the heart. And so when desires of the heart are manifesting that haven't even found a place in your vocabulary yet, really, that's a frustrating manifestation experience, because it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle to come in, and it's even more of a struggle when you're not even speaking those things out loud or really calling those things out in an obvious way. You also got the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords here for the energy between you two right now. That's painful regret from the past and ego in the present. So there's a lot of stuff that's causing that person's energy to be the way it is. Your energy is a little different, because you're over here Queen of Cups and then Princess of Wands. So you are vacillating more between trying to be, in this kind of mature, emotionally balanced energy, or trying to take some kind of action. I think what it is for you, it's more of a response. You feel this energy coming from that person that's a lot of swords and a lot of ickiness, but you've learned how to not respond to it with that same feeling. So you're responding to it going, okay, well, I either need to send love back or I need to take some kind of positive soul-based action to fix this. Your energy feels much more proactive and solution-oriented than his energy. The Aries' energy is all over the place, and they're going from angrily watching and angrily trying to figure out what's going on to wanting to angrily come in. And I don't know why the anger is a strong emotion that I feel attached to that, because it doesn't always have to be anger, but it feels like anger to me. And I think a lot of the reason is because they have misplaced emotions for a lot of things that have happened, right? These two cards. I don't know if it's because this person... I feel someone kind of making an excuse and blaming you because they didn't take any action, because they thought they could say, well, you could take action too. So even though it's themselves that they're mad at, they kind of are putting it on you. Well, you didn't take any action, so I didn't take any action. It's on you. And that's more of a cop-out, and like they're using you as a scapegoat here, but that is what's going on, because both of you want something to manifest here that hasn't yet come to pass. That's why the Moon is there in the Foundation. It's the battle between what you're both experiencing in the 3D and what you both desire. And I'm telling you, we knew this would come. And this is a clear example of that Cancer energy being frustrating, because the Cancer Moon is this Moon card for you. It's like all these desires, right? All of these wishes that aren't yet manifest. And it's very frustrating to have to experience all this emotion that's still there flowing around right now, but it doesn't have anywhere to go. And so the way you're responding is this, and the way they're responding is this. There's not really a lot to say about that, except the only thing that can fix any of this on their end is this Five of Swords going somewhere. So until this attitude, this win at all costs attitude falls away, there's not a lot you can do or that this Magus can really do to help you. The good thing is I do see like the past. I get the sense with the Seven of Swords here, although there is that energy from the past, there's a lot of acceptance coming in about the past and the way it went, the way things went. So that's good. So I would definitely stay focused and connected to the energy of acceptance regarding the past. And when you focus on what's going on now, try to stay in an energy of healing and unconditional love, just sending that back, where you don't kind of reflect this egotistical energy of placing blame, because that would feel really nasty. And I think you are doing a good job at, I really do. But continue to, because you can't fix it by getting into this Princess of Wands energy. There's not really anything you can do except, again, detach from it and send back a lot of love and healing energetically in your intention space, okay? Hi, hon. I'd like to know how my twin flame is feeling. Okay, Dragon. If you want to get on the list is open, guys. You can get on it. You can use either the Cash App or PayPal. Either one is fine. It's a $22.22 love offering. Right now I've got Joni. I've got Ann, Joni, Teresa M. Ann, Joni, and Teresa M. Think so. No, you guys, don't start ganging up on the signs now. Y'all know not to gang up on the signs. My energy and emotions have been all over the place. What the heck is going on? What guidance do I need to hear? Yeah, it's that new moon energy. The new moon in Cancer can be like very emotional, for sure. Very emotional energy. I'll tell you, I've been saying like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this energy, and I have been. But like I was telling you, Julene, early last week, I can be triggered, though. I can be triggered. Like if entitled energy, if someone shows me entitled energy where like they're not responding with the same type of energy I am to them, that can trigger me really, really badly. Like I really expect everyone to display the same compassion that I do, and if they don't, then I get really quickly really irritated. So I think with the Cancer energy, Cancer can also be that crab that goes and snaps back, right? And it has a hard shell if it needs to. Okay, Melinda, I will get you added. Joan, Teresa, Melinda. So let's see, Anne, what's going on for you. It is a tough energy to deal with. Yeah. Well, we all love when we can blame somebody else for how we're feeling, don't we? I mean, that's a great thing. That's a great escape if we can get away with that. Let me blame you for the way I'm feeling today. Show me what that means. Okay. And, I have to say, and 2 cards are coming out confirming that, you're still grieving something here. You've got the 5 of Cups, which is a card of grieving. You've got the 3 of Swords, which is broken heart energy, okay? And then you've got the 2 of Swords, which is kind of being blocked off to something. And the 8 of Cups. It's something maybe that you're trying to walk away from or trying to forget about, but it's just still here. And I think this happened to me too. A lot of watery energy time periods. This happened to me when I was still healing. Mentally, I'm in a better place. I would be in a better place, and thinking emotionally, I'm there. But there were things that were still there that needed to come up for healing that I hadn't healed yet or hadn't had a chance to. You've also got the Hermit as a major arcana for you. The Hermit to me is saying, trust in your process. Like, trust where you are, because even though it doesn't feel so great and you're kind of up and down all over the place, don't rush anything in your life. Don't push yourself into something that maybe isn't right for you just because it's there. You don't want to be alone. The Hermit is really wise about knowing when to go into his cave and take time for himself and to not set a timetable on his healing, because this feels like healing for me. I mean, this is a broken heart card. This is grieving, and sort of that choice between grief and taking stock of what's left. And the 8 of Cups is having to walk away from something that means a lot to us. So all of this energy coming out together with the Hermit and the 2 of Swords says, don't rush yourself and don't get frustrated with yourself if you think you're ready for something and then you realize maybe you're not. Because I got into a lot of situations, I know, when I was, the twin soul experience is so intense and so deep that when I just let go of that and was trying to date and have fun, I got into situations where, like, you know, you really like somebody and you're having fun, but they want to push it, and you're like, okay, you know, I'll go for this. And then like two or three more dates in, you're like, oh my God, this person is way too much for me, way too much energy, way too much emotion, and I just don't feel it. You can't make yourself feel something you're not ready to feel. You can't make yourself be something you're not ready to be, and it's nothing wrong with you. It's not you. You're still healing from a lot of things, and that's coming through really clearly, and you've got to give yourself time to heal. Have fun, date, do whatever you want to do, but don't, if you suddenly feel like you're in a situation that you really weren't ready for, or that there's someone demanding too much of you and you just kind of don't know what to do with it, doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means you actually maybe weren't quite ready yet, and your heart is not, because it feels, all of these cards together feel like your heart's just still not healed, and you're really not ready for a lot of the stuff that maybe you're wanting certain things, and there's good opportunities there, but you may not really truly be ready yet, because you've got some big time healing still to do. You've got Queen of Pentacles energy coming in for you, which is a really strong energy. It's an abundant energy. If you also have someone with Capricorn placements or Aries, because I've been getting the Aries and Capricorn energy kind of mixed together tonight, either one of those energies coming in for you, those people are going to be very, very aggressive with what they want when they decide they want something, right? Does it feel like an old hurt or something that is more recent? I think it's both. I think it's an old hurt that's coming up because of something more recent. But I think the more recent stuff you're not really ready for. I think this is all stuff that's to do with things that I've read for you about in the last couple of years. But I really think what's happening right now is this Cancer new moon is bringing things up that you maybe didn't even think were still an issue for you, and it's painful and it's unpleasant, and it may not be manifesting in an obvious way. It may be coming up in ways where you're like, why is that bothering me? Why did that trigger me? Why did that person irritate me so much? That type of thing. Just be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself. The Hermit card, being the major arcana for you, is saying take time out. You need to take time out for yourself. And don't apologize. If you need to shut the world out for a little bit of time and not return phone calls and not answer people and not do anything that you are not ready to do that. That's one of the good things about the work I do is, you know, if I can't connect, I can't connect, right? And if I have to take time to do a reading, I have to take time. And my clients are very understanding of that because it's energy work. You have to be able to do it when you can do it. That's kind of how this feels. It's like whatever's going on in your life, put your health and your happiness above everything else, and know that that doesn't make you a defective person or selfish or anything else. It just means you're going through some major healing that's actually going to open you up to something really beautiful. The Hermit is a major arcana for a reason. It's saying, the universe is saying this card is necessary because this card and engaging this energy is what's going to allow you to move to the next phase of your life in a really beautiful way. But to get there, you have to be able to shut down. So don't resist the need to kind of check out of some things right now. Don't resist that. Lean into that. Do things that are fun and make you feel good, and only connect to things that feel right to you. If anyone pushes you, push back and say, hey, leave me alone. Okay? Do that for yourself. Do that for you. All right. Do that for you, yeah. All right, next is Joan. Joni. Oh, did I skip Teresa? Okay, Teresa and then Joan. You're so welcome, Ann. I know, like, what Ann's going through, I can so relate to. So I've been there, and I want you to really be easy and kind with yourself right now. Teresa says, Jason, I'm going to Southern California to see my friend and her family, adult kids. Is this a good situation to visit? I'm leaving Saturday for a week. I miss friend. I'm lonely. I leave for Charlotte, North Carolina, move at the end of the month. So you're going to Southern California to see a friend, and then at the end of the month, you move to North Carolina. Joan, I'm going to come back to yours in just a sec. Well, I'm glad you guys are talking, Joan, and at least starting to move forward. We'll look at yours in just a sec. Let me get this for Teresa real quick so we can... What does Teresa need to know about the situation she's visiting in Southern California. Thanks, Johnny. So, Teresa, this friend that you're visiting in Southern California is interesting because you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ion card. That's two major arcanas coming out for this connection. That says that there's some kind of environment that you're going to be encountering when you go out to Southern California that's offering a resurrection. I don't know if it's the resurrection of a friendship or something else, but there's, when you see this Ion, this phoenix rising from the ashes, this is something that was dead coming back to life. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying that it can take you to new places that are kind of as yet undecided and unseen. So this is a really strong energy, both major arcanas, and this says, I wouldn't say, yeah, that means it's a good time to visit, but I would say, yeah, it's going to be a visit that's going to lead you to some really interesting places. You've also got the Three of Pentacles attached to this. So if this is a friend that maybe you have considered making business ventures with or doing exciting things together and it's never quite manifested or taken off, there's an opportunity here with this visit and planning something together that's going to feel really good. Hang on just one second, guys. You to understand with these two cards, this is opportunity knocking. So I would say absolutely you need to go and take this opportunity to see what it is, because right now you've got the Hanged Man. So you've been contemplating a move and not sure what to do for a long time, and with where you've kind of been in this place where you don't know what to do, right? And I think this trip, before you move to Charlotte, this trip to Southern California is going to give you a lot of good guidance and show you what to do. Okay, so that's a really good thing, and I would definitely advise you to make the trip and to look out for whatever this new opportunity is. It's going to give you a lot of newness, a lot of new opportunities, new ideas. You've also got the Princess of Cups here. And I want you to sort of understand there's probably a new opportunity in love coming for you down the road. I don't think it's attached to the trip to California, but there's a new opportunity in love coming for you down the road. That dolphin represents healing for me. And I want you to be sure that when you come into and see, there's a lot of energy of starting over. So this is probably more attached to the Charlotte stuff. I think because the Hanged Man the Hanged Man also can represent not really making a lot of movement, that stuck energy you're in. I think what's going to loosen that Hanged Man energy up and allow that wheel to turn is this trip to Southern California. So I think it's all good. I do want you to be aware, though, it's really important that you go there with an open heart and an open energy to be receptive, because behind your Hanged Man energy, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, which means that there's a period in your recent past where you were sort of defensive and not letting new love in, or not sure you wanted to allow yourself to be open. And you've changed that, and now you're trying to really take that leap of faith, and it's saying to go with that, because the Seven of Wands in reverse is just the opposite of defensiveness. It's letting go of that sort of inner child protection and taking the risk. Be open to risks, be open to new things, and you're going to see that pay off in really nice ways, okay? Oh, that's tough. Okay, so Joan, Scorpio and I are back together, although he hasn't moved back in yet. What are his feelings towards me and our relationship? I'm not sure what's truly going on. He's not himself. Well, Joni, I'm not surprised about that, considering everything that's going on. And remember what came through before that does still apply, I really think it does, is that you're welcome, Teresa. Hey, Jai, nice to see you. Guys, Jai is here. I really think that experience of having like a loved one pass away, and then you get sucked into like the estate and dealing with your family, all of those childhood behaviors and that family dysfunction comes back up, and he's still dealing with that. So he's going to be in a weird energy dealing with all that kind of stuff. Show us the Scorpio for Joan. Yeah, Prince of Swords. That's exactly what that is, right? He's like watching, thinking too much. And he did the Eight of Cups thing, the walking away, but it was a real short loop. You know, I think he is himself, because look, you've got the Six of Wands here, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. You guys are just fine. You're going to be just fine. I think he's embarrassed. That's an energy that I'm tapping into right now. I think he's a little embarrassed about his own behavior. I don't know if he's actually telling you that or if he's trying to put the blame a little bit on you. But I think the truth is that he's a little embarrassed of his own behavior and he doesn't really know what to say about that because he's still got this Prince of Swords energy. That feels like a very immature, or childish energy, Joan. So he's blaming you, immature and childish, when in reality he's actually kind of embarrassed about the way he's behaving. So that's why when you say he's not really himself, I think he's not being authentic with you because the truth is he knows he's acting like a jackass, okay? He knows he's been acting like a jackass. Let's be real. And he's so in that family dysfunction that he can't even admit that. He's going to pull this kind of cop this attitude of you shouldn't have, you crossed the line, stay out of my family stuff, blah 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 blah. And that's fine, but that's not the reality. And you guys, the future looks great for you guys. We've got the Ace of Cups, so the universe is helping out, trying to make things flow better, and the energy's ripe for that flow to happen right now. His intent, he's going to be overcome with the right energy. There's victory here, so everything looks good, except he's got to get out of this immature, sort of childish, embarrassed energy. Jackass is a great word. Oh, Joni, what to do with you? What to do with you kids? I know it is. Anyway, that's what I've got. Oh my goodness. It's crazy, right? Melinda, go ahead with your question. I'm going to leave that there, Joan. Yeah, keep the Irish back. Keep the Irish back. Hold on one sec, guys. You're welcome, Joni. Joni Maroney, you are most welcome. All right, so we're coming to the end of the night. I'm sorry for those of you who had to jump from one video to the other because it got cut off, and you know that happens. So Melinda says, hi, I have a little work crush. His name is James, and I want to know if he's at all interested. Ooh, I love it. Let's see. Let's see what's up with James. Wow. Well, I think so, and I think this is an opportunity for you to move in another direction, Melinda. That's what these cards look like. Show me James' interest in this level of interest. So there's a lot of swords here. You've got the Justice card. So there is good. This didn't come into your. This person didn't come into your awareness by accident, Melinda. I think it was intentional, and the universe probably sent this person to give you something to shift your focus in a new direction. And so that's good, right? That's a good thing. The Five of Swords is here in your foundation behind that, though, and that's a little bit of ego energy and a little bit of win at all costs. So it may be an opportunity for you to feel good about something because this person's energy, they've got a lot of swords, like Knight of Swords, Prince of Swords. I'm wondering if this person might have a really strong ego, or they may be a little bit, this might be someone who's a little bit more arrogant than you realize. Like they may be really like aware of this person may think of themselves. They may really think a lot of themselves and how they come across. Like the energy may be kind of hot, but it also may be that they're very aware of that. You know what I mean? So there's no one behind. The list is open. If you want to send over a payment, you can send it over to Cash App or PayPal. They're both listed. I think they're both listed. It's open if you want to get on. No, I don't do super chats. Sorry. So, whoa, all these messages. Guys, I have a list for people who sent payments for readings. If you want to get on the list, you can send one over to Cash App or PayPal. That's fine. But that's how we do it. So anyway, Melinda, this person's energy just feels very like, I don't want to say arrogant because arrogant might be a little strong. All right. Yeah, he's very smart. As a blind. Okay. Yeah. I think I don't know if is he like a gamer or something. I just get the feeling this person's very cerebral, but also very like feels good about themselves. Like feels like they're hot. They're like God's gift a little bit, applying to med school. Yeah, that's what I get. I totally. That's so funny that it's that's. I totally get that vibe from this person. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know how someone when they're like on their way to med school can feel pretty good about themselves, and I just feel like this person can be fun. Look, they were meant to come in. What I'm saying though is, don't let your heart get too deep in this because this person could turn out to be really self-centered. But I think to have fun with, it can be really good for you, and to just for someone to just have a good time with. Yes, they're interested in you. Okay, so yes, Melinda, this person is interested in you, but they're very interested in themselves also. Does that make sense? He's super interested in himself, but he likes you. I mean, you wouldn't have the Knight of Swords if he wasn't wanting to say something to you, to want to take you out or communicate with you. He's interested in you, very interested in you, okay? He is. But he's definitely really interested in himself too. This is more about you having an opportunity to heal. You've got the Four of Swords here. This is an opportunity for you to heal. No, I don't think it will be a letdown though. I think if I were you, don't put too much into it. Kind of take this advice that, yeah, this person's interested in you and you guys can have a good time. Jose, guys, say hi to my boyfriend. Jose is in here. Hey, babe, I'm glad you finally came in. I've had to restart twice tonight, so I'm actually almost done. But Melinda, what I would do is I want you to focus on this being an opportunity for you to move from one situation to another and not put a lot into it. Just have fun. Just have fun. Take it for what it is. And actually, Diana, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna go. I need to actually. I'm sorry. I need to close the list. I'm gonna have to wrap it up for tonight. But I will be back on Wednesday if you would like to come back, and I'll make sure and have someone post the information. So sorry. Yeah, maybe another time. But it's probably for the best. I had planned on wrapping it after this one anyway. But yeah, babe, I'll be done in just a sec. So yeah, if you don't put too much into it and you just look at it as an opportunity to have fun, Melinda, you'll have fun. You'll definitely have fun. This person likes you, but definitely don't. He likes himself a lot too. Yeah, and that's a great thing. I think for you, it's an opportunity. For you, it's opening you up, and it's also you've got Six of Swords here. For you, it's an opportunity to move into a relationship that doesn't have to feel so heavy, and that's a great thing. You know, Jose, I can tell them this. He and I have I think he's probably a soulmate. We have a very like nice connection, a beautiful connection, a loving connection, but it's not heavy the way my twin soul connection was. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like heavy and like so pained. It's really nice. And I think that's what this feels like for you with the Six of Swords here. That's moving into calmer waters. So I think it's an opportunity for you to move into a connection that just feels light and doesn't have too much heaviness attached to it. And yeah, this person's kind of maybe a little arrogant, but maybe you can enjoy that for a time and it can carry you from one place to another. And maybe that's all it's meant to do. Just don't put too much into it. Just take it for whatever it is. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I've got to close for the night. Thank you all so much for being here and for hanging out and for getting readings. You're most welcome, Melinda. And yeah, Diana, hopefully you'll join us back here on Wednesday. I will be here for Hump Day mini readings. You guys have a great night. Namaste.